What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Hustle and Grow. So today I want to talk to you guys about Walmart. I've been selling on there for, I don't know, maybe a month now. So when I uploaded that last video about being approved, I had already been selling, well, by the time I uploaded the video, for a couple weeks or so. All right. Now I'm about a month in. All right. I got some pros and cons. Okay. And I'm gonna go over these things. Let's go over the good. As far as sales go, the velocity is crazy, man. For what I'm selling, look, I sell health and beauty and cosmetics, right? Makeup and stuff, body care, things like that. The velocity is crazy, way faster than eBay. I've been moving things over there from eBay that haven't sold in like 6 months to over a year, and they going just like that. Things that's just been sitting stale, and you know, I love it, man. I feel like in a lot of ways it's similar to Amazon, right? You have the buy box, and of course there are factors that go into winning a buy box. They include things like performance and service, and of course price. And same way Walmart does get on some listings, and same as Amazon, they do have prices that are way lower than what you're willing to go to sometimes. So that's that. But let's just stay with the good so far. All right, for now. So one of the things is that no monthly fees. As of right now, I can't remember if I did it in another video, but as of right now, Walmart has it set up to where basically you just pay a commission per sale. Okay, there's no monthly subscription, or like for paying for a store, or like Amazon where you pay $39.99 a month, but you can list whatever, unlimited amount of items. There's nothing like that. You basically pay Walmart once you sell. Okay, now that percentage tier is different for each type of item. I think I did put this in that last video. All right, so that's a pro to me, that I only have to pay when I sell. And the percentages, I think are very fair and are basically market standard across the board. When you look at what you pay on eBay and Amazon and those types of places, mine is having to pay for promoted listings and things like that, or pay for a store, you know, or anything like that. Competitive rates, so no monthly fee, competitive rates, way faster velocity than eBay, like I said, for these types of things that I'm selling. I'm gonna stop right there for now. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there for now. It's easy to list. It is easy to list. Again, similar to Amazon when it comes to listing, similar. Okay, but there's a con that goes with that, is that unless you're using like a spreadsheet to upload all your items, once you create the listing, you still have to wait a few minutes for it to kind of show up, then go back and add your quantity. All right, I don't know why you kids can't add a quantity as soon as you make the listing, but whatever. The site is really glitchy. All right, so now we're gonna go into some of the cons, starting with the fact that the site is super glitchy at this point. Okay, the main thing that is getting on my freaking nerve, that they oversell way too much. Now, I went and looked at, I was looking at something, going through policies, looking at things about, you know, updating inventory and things like that. And the policy was saying, like, if you want to update your inventory, you got to upload this sheet, even though there is a different way to do it, but you got to upload this sheet. It's your responsibility to make sure that the inventory is updated. And it's just this clunky way of trying to do it. Now, you can go in and manually update your inventory. Here's my thing, though. If I put 2, I got 2. I ain't got 4 or 5, right? If I put 2 in, I got 2. Why are you selling 4 and 5? But they'll do that, and they do it way too often. Now, I know how to kind of deal with that and still make it to where, like, I can fulfill those orders without them thinking like I'm trying to drop ship nothing or nothing like that, you know? So I keep my Amazon Prime membership. But it's been happening a lot, man. So as soon as I sell an item so now I gotta watch, and when I sell an item that I know, a good majority of my items are multi-quantities, but when I know I'm about to be done, I gotta go in manually and zero it out. And even then they have oversold those items. Once I zeroed it and retired the item off the site, I still had a sale on the freaking item. All right, that is the worst thing for me right now, is the overselling on the site. I don't get that. Okay, you can tell the site's still being worked on. I do like the user interface for the most part, but it's still being worked on. Okay, the listing process is okay, but still, like I said, even once you put the item, list the item, you still got to go back and you got to add the quantities later after the item kind of like propagates on the site. Repricing, there's a system they have for repricing similar to Amazon's, but it's not the same and it's still kind of clunky to me, if you ask me. They got a way where you can automatically reprice your items against the competition. I'm not using it yet. I've been just kind of manually repricing my items. I'll go to, and even the price button, it's like on the left side of the dashboard. That doesn't even show up all the time. Like I'll log in, and when I log in, the button's there. It says price. You can click on it and go and check your prices and do your repricing. But after you start clicking on other stuff, it goes away. It goes away. So it's not there. You got to log back out and log back in. Shipping is super slow. This is another thing, okay? I haven't seen it yet. If anybody sells on Walmart and knows otherwise, please let me know, because I don't know. I haven't seen a way to integrate anything like PowerShip, GoShippo, or anything like that. So therefore, dude, I had over 100 orders this past weekend, and I literally had to go and manually get the address, take it over to PowerShip, do all the shipping, go back, put the tracking number in. All right. And the site is glitchy, so the tracking number doesn't always take. So sometimes you got to either refresh your screen or put the tracking number in again. Okay, that makes it take so much longer, man. So much longer. So shipping takes a lot of time there. And then, like I said, as far as velocity goes, it's way better than eBay, because with way less items, I'm about at 400 items. With way less items, I got probably almost 2,000 on eBay. I'm still hitting 20 plus orders a day, and over the weekend I'm selling almost 100, close to 100 orders over the weekend on Walmart, right? So like that shipping it takes up a lot of time, man. And I have to ship Saturday and Sunday. I have to, so I'm not like stuck doing all that on Monday. But there's a problem with that too, which I'll get into. Okay, takes a while to get paid as far as payments go. So I've been selling on there almost a month, and I just looked and it says I'm scheduled to be paid on the 22nd of November. Mind you, I started early November. Yeah, so we talking almost 3 to 4 weeks before they pay me. And of course, because I'm a new seller, my reserve amount is a lot that they're going to keep because I'm new, and for refunds and things of that nature. But almost a month. So the thing is, I've already spent hundreds of dollars on shipping alone, and I still haven't been paid from them yet. And when in this first check, even though my balance right now is almost at like $2,500, the first check is only going to be like $3 something. Okay, so out of almost $2,500 in sales, and over a little over $2,000 they're going to give me, this first check is only going to be $300, which I'm pretty sure I spent more than that in shipping so far. We'll see how that goes as far as like after I get some traction in sales there, and how often they'll start giving me my money. But as of right now, you need to make sure you'll have money to cover your shipping expenses and things like that, because it's going to take a while as a new seller to get paid. And there's no way to check what type of sales velocity an item has unless you sell it, that I can see. Again, if you sell on Walmart, you can let me know. But as far as I can see, there's no way to check that. So that's another thing. If you got a new item you want to test, you're just going to probably have to put it up on there and see how it does. The good thing is, a lot of the items I said, like that I said about that haven't been selling on eBay, I have them cheaper on eBay, and they're not selling. I got them on Walmart at a lot higher price. Sometimes not much higher, but higher. Sometimes a lot higher, and they're still selling fairly quickly. So a lot of their stuff is selling for even more money over there with no problems at all. Okay, let's get into a couple other things. Customer service. Now, of course, they have their own metrics that you have to go by, but here's the problem. Okay, so I had a lady message me about an item, and she said she didn't get it. So I sent her my standard template. Hey, sorry you didn't get it. Do me a favor, check around, ask your family members, so on and so forth. If it's a smaller package, this is what it looks like. Do all of that first, then get back to me. She get back to me, said she ain't got it. Now, Walmart, when you get these messages, they'll tell you right from the gate two things. One thing is that if it's a flammable item, hazardous material type item, ain't gonna be no return, right? You gotta basically refund the buyer. And then they tell you basically if the buyer can't get the item, and you either basically what they telling you is send a replacement or refund them. So we went back and forth for a quick minute, and she said she couldn't find it. So I said, all right, the item was like a cheap item, right? $5 or so. I refunded the item. A few minutes later, I get another message. She said, oh, I'm sorry, I found it. I went and asked the mailman. I got the item. Oh, I just seen you did the refund. I'm sorry, I can do just like whatever, don't worry about it. That's what I'm thinking, but I didn't respond to the message, right? I'm used to selling on eBay and Amazon. You don't really have to respond, especially on eBay and on Amazon. You can just click no response needed, right? So I didn't respond to the message after that because I'm like, all right, well, I already told her to keep it and I refunded her, so whatever. So a few days later, I look at my response rate because they measure your response time. You get 48 hours to respond to a message. I get 2 strikes because the lady had messaged me twice after I already told her to keep it and don't worry about it, and I didn't respond to those messages. So I get 2 hits on my metrics that took it down to like a 77%, and I'm just like, what? So I messaged them right now. I got a case in to see if they'll change that and I had to send them screenshots and stuff. I'm like, look, the lady said she didn't get it. We went back and forth. I just told her, look, I'll refund you, and if you find it, keep it. She responded afterwards, said she found it and she was sorry, whatever. But I never responded because I didn't think there was a response needed because I already told her what I had done. So I don't know what the outcome of that's going to be, but as of right now I'm at a 77% on that for what I feel like is no reason at all. So I feel like that's definitely a con. Like, why do I need to? Some messages don't need to be responded to, and they don't give you the option to not respond. They don't give you that option to not respond. The other thing, okay, and this is related to your shipping metric, they want you to stay at a 99% as far as tracking being uploaded. All right, which to me, it's kind of crazy, right? A 99%, right? A couple packages and you can be off that. Which brings me to this next thing. So this past holiday weekend, right? You have Veterans Day Friday, and you go Saturday and Sunday, right? So the post office wasn't open Friday. So because I have a lot of other stuff to do on the weekend, I did all my shipping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? Printed my labels, packed them up. I did it all for Walmart and Amazon because the orders was coming in. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm about to ship. Look, by Monday, I had over 200 orders between Walmart, Amazon, and eBay, over 200 orders. I wasn't about to do all that, especially with how slow it is to ship on Walmart. So, of course, trying to get it ahead of the game. I shipped Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All I did, printed out the labels, packaged everything up, put them in a box, get them ready to go. Yesterday, I get an email said I was flagged because like 29 items didn't have a scan, which is probably the items from Friday because it said it didn't have a scan within 48 hours. So I'm like, what? So basically now, anyway, my metric for shipping, tracking being uploaded is down to 90% in the red, all because I basically did shipping early. Even though mail didn't go out, and because it wasn't scanned in 48 hours, that's a flag. So now I'm gonna have to put in another freaking ticket to see if they'll fix that and just let them know, like, look, I didn't want to wait until Monday. I print out the labels, I package the items, I get them ready to go, so when the post office is open, we can just kind of hit the ground running. But so those two things are annoying, and I'm not, I'm a new seller and I'm already getting a lot in sales, so I don't want to be like find myself in the jam with them early because it's like I'm selling all this stuff. Oh, but tracking ain't being uploaded. Like, bro, it was Friday. There was no mail going out Friday, right? Don't ship on Saturday and Sunday. I put that in my settings. It's another thing with that. They have these shipping settings, and you have to go in and you got to make sure that the time zone is right. And then you got to make sure that you click which boxes on which days you ship. Then you got to set the time for shipping to be cut off. Like that was one of the things that had messed up my shipping rate early because I didn't even know that, and I seen it was messed up, and I went and looked through all of this stuff, and I guess my cutoff time was like 2 or 3 p.m. at 2 or 3 p.m. But since I don't know, it was just weird because it was saying that I didn't ship in time. So I changed my settings Monday through Friday. Cutoff time is 12 a.m. So that made it to where any order basically that came in at 12 a.m. wouldn't have to be shipped till the next day. Those are like the main things for me, man, is the fact that I can't even really do pre-shipping now because I'm worried, like, am I going to get flagged because I printed my labels too early, especially if it's over a holiday weekend. And the fact that, why do you want me to respond to all these messages when some messages don't need a response and you don't really give me an option to not respond? Sales wise, I have absolutely no complaints at all. The sales volume is good. And it's in many ways akin to how Amazon works, which should be no surprise because those two are in competition. I have not tried Walmart or fulfilled by Walmart yet. I do plan on doing that eventually. I need to get this stuff together first and kind of get my feet up under me with this, just what I'm doing right now before I even go to that next step. Listing is fairly quick. It's faster than eBay for sure. Sales are way better than eBay for what I'm selling. I can't speak on every category. Okay. Oh, the other thing I like is this. So Amazon's algorithm, I noticed something, right? I get a lot of sales sometimes from like way across the country, which makes my shipping higher, of course, right? I'm on the East Coast. Why is my stuff going to like California, Utah, Oregon? A lot, right? Highest shipping rate, man. Highest shipping rate. It's annoying. It's annoying. What I think Walmart does is they try to match you up with people who are close to you, because a good majority of my shipping is going closer to me, you know, on the East Coast. So I have gotten orders, of course, across country, but the majority of my orders are from Midwest to the East Coast so far. Okay. But if you go on Walmart as a shopper too, you can see that they kind of like will tell you, you know, this item is closer to you. So, you know, they let the buyer know that you order from this buyer because this item's closer to you. And I think that influences, of course, the buy box. Depending on who the person is shopping, they'll probably show your item to them in a buy box if you're closer. I don't think Amazon does that because, like I said, the majority of my items seem like they just go Midwest and on over. It makes my shipping charges even more, which is ridiculously annoying. So, but that's my experience so far. Selling on Walmart, I got to put in the support ticket to see if they'll do anything about this tracking stuff. This is just felonious and stupid. And I still got to see what they're going to do about the messaging thing, which is stupid. As far as I saw, there was no way to really call them. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I don't want to mess up early in the game either. So I got to make sure I stay on top of my game. If you start selling on there and you got a lot of items, you might want to go slow. I just been throwing stuff up there and it's been moving, but I'm able to kind of, look, I haven't messed up. I have not messed up. I've shipped all my items out the next day. I haven't done anything wrong. Okay. The only thing is that I didn't know, firstly, that they will flag you if something's not scanned in 2 days. And secondly, that they will flag you if you don't respond to just every single message. But as far as on me, I haven't messed up. So if you ain't got a system and you ain't ready to go and hit the ground running on there, don't go too fast because you can find yourself in trouble real quick. But if you're ready to go, throw your stuff up on there, man. Just know you might oversell. They will oversell your stuff. So you need to be on top of your inventory quantities. Look, all that is another video. I can show you. Look, there's so many things that you need to know. I will go through, look at stuff, play with buttons, man. There's so many things that you need to know. And those will just be separate videos, which I can do eventually. But right now, I just want to let you guys know how I was selling on there. If you haven't applied yet, make sure you got your EIN info and all of that ready before you do apply. And go ahead and do it. I think it's a good option. My thinking is this. eBay has its own unique presence in the market, right? Especially when it comes to secondary items. So for me, for items that aren't perfect, for imperfect items, definitely eBay. But for items that are new or like new, right? Amazon and Walmart to me seems to be the way to go, because especially with these items in the lower margins, a lot of time you need that velocity to get those items moving and bring that money back. You can't be having stuff out there where your margins aren't as high, right? And that's what these two platforms provide. So I don't mind making a smaller margin if it's moving super fast like that, right? I'm cool with that. But if they're just going to sit there for months and months, a year or more, like on eBay, I can't do that. I can't afford that. That's all I got for now. If you got any questions, drop them down in the comment section below and I'll try to answer them. And if I get enough of them, I'll just make a whole nother video, and I'm gonna just keep making videos as I go along. So if you're curious, make sure you hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified the next time I upload another video.